Hi, I'm Jeff Wise. I'm your host of The Fan Spot, along with my co-host, Dre Tucker, and this is The Fan Spot Season 2, episode number 6. So, here we go. That's just like we always do. We just going to get right into it. The Cowboys this week, we get this news where Cowboys owner and general manager, Jerry Jones, decided to cut ways with defensive tackle Jay Ratliff. You know, how do you think this is going to impact the team going forward?
I think it's a good move. I mean, for a year and a half, he hasn't been there, so we've pretty much been playing without him anyway. So I'm cool with it. I'm good for the new blood. He's getting up there in age, and he hasn't been out there, so it's going to take his bones time to get used to moving and playing again. And by the time he get back into the game, the season will be over.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because there was some things that I was just listening to. They was talking about, you know, things that had happened with him. And they were saying that, you know, that the injury was a lot more severe than what was originally led on. They said that he had some kind of muscle tear in his pelvis and all of that kind of thing, which is not just a groin strain. That's a whole nother level of stuff. So, and that explains the reason why we couldn't get him on the field, you know, the last couple of years. But I'm with you on that. You know, I feel like, you know, we've basically played without him. I really don't see what, you know, the difference is going to be getting rid of him now or waiting to the end of the season, because it's evident to me he wasn't going to get on the field this year. And when was the last time he played a game with us? I don't even remember.
The last game he played was Baltimore.
Man, that was what, week 4?
Week 5 last year.
Week 5 last year. Yeah, so basically
somewhere around there.
Right. So we basically haven't had Jay Ratliff on this team in what? Basically a whole season. 16 games he hasn't played.
Yeah,
so
that's, you know, how can the ball club move forward? I mean, if you're still waiting on one guy, and this guy don't seem to be no closer to the field than he was when he first got injured, and then the wrong injuries being reported, I mean,
yeah,
it was time to cut ways with this guy. I mean, they owe him some money, but, I mean, Jerry's the man. He'll figure it out.
And you know what? And there was some speculation, too, about, you know, Jay Ratliff having some issues with Jerry Jones and so some of our trainers and all of that kind of stuff. You know, and when I was listening to that, I liked the way Jason Garrett handled it in the media. When he had his press conference today, they were talking to him, and, you know, and the reporters just kept drilling him with that. They just kept asking him the same question over and over. And he handled it this way. He said, well, Jay Ratliff has been a good player for this team for a long, long time, and, you know, we just wish him well going forward. You know, because you know how the media wants to try to spin things and make it seem like, you know, oh, there was this big controversy going on in Dallas, but the reality is, man, the guy hasn't been on the field. You know,
we even had Josh Brent in there, and he had the DUI, killed the guy off the practice squad. So that goes to show you how long it's been since he's played. Josh Brent had his time there.
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. You're right.
And, you know, and he was starting to come into his own.
Exactly.
But then tragedy struck, and now Jason Hatcher, I'm cool moving forward with that.
Me too. I definitely am.